Hello, thank you for joining me. My name is Kelly. I'm an instructor here with CF Yogi, and I do have cystic fibrosis. And this is yoga for everyone. So this is during the month of May, which is Cystic Fibrosis Awareness Month. We're opening this class for the public. So this is a available class to anyone, even after the class. They can access it on the CF Yogi YouTube page. So these are public classes, so drawing awareness to the disease for the month of May, and then letting everybody experience the CF Yogi community and see what it's all about. So our purpose here and our mission is to create an inviting space for those afflicted with cystic fibrosis, whether that be being the patient or being a caretaker or a family member, friend, those sorts of things. So we invite everybody to kind of explore with us and join and celebrate CF Awareness Month and give back thanks to those who support us through the fight with cystic fibrosis. So this is a gentle kind of mild practice, again, very modifiable for anyone. So feel free to take along any of the modifications along the way and then just do at your pace what your body's feeling comfortable and right today. So if you need to pause out for a second in any of the practice, feel free to do so. Make it your own practice and let it serve your body and your needs today. So all you'll need for the yoga practice today is a mat. It might be helpful to have a yoga strap as well as a block to assist and modify some of the poses, and I'll give you cues on when and where that might be helpful to use those. So to get started, we're going to go ahead and sit on our mat into easy pose and then rock kind of side to side and let your sits bones ground in support. And then we're just going to focus on coming into our breath, taking a deep breath in, growing the spine up towards the ceiling, and exhaling, letting the shoulders roll back and down, and slowing our breath. And just paying attention and focus to how that breath is traveling throughout our body. Maybe how it's lifting and elevating the chest and shoulders. And maybe drawing your shoulders away from your ears. And at this moment, if you'd like to set intention for your practice today, feel free to take this moment to do that. And as your mind might seem to wander throughout this practice, just remember to come back to the breath. Allow yourself the opportunity to come back to the space within your mat and giving yourself that opportunity of space and peace and knowing that everything will be waiting for you at the end of class and just taking this moment to enjoy. And if you'd like to close your eyes for a moment, feel free to do so and continue those nice breaths. And slowly, we're going to take the right hand over towards the left side of the head and gently tilt the head over to the right. And giving that left side neck a nice stretch and elongation. And then again, just continue to focus on nice, even breath. And then if you'd like to, you can place your left hand palm open up towards the ceiling. And that's going to lengthen that stretch into your shoulder. And go ahead and reset. So bringing the left hand on the right side of the head, gently tilting over. And then go ahead and welcome to open the right palm up towards the ceiling. Again, feeling that lengthening and stretch down into the shoulder. And resetting. And then go ahead and bring the head to neutral. And then exhale, bringing your chin down towards your chest. And inhaling, lifting the chin up towards the ceiling. Exhale, chin down. Inhale up. And then just following your pace of breath, go ahead and maneuver your neck up and down. And then go ahead and bring the left hand out to the side. And then with the right hand assisting underneath that tricep, bringing it all the way across your body and reaching the left palm, the hands extended nice and wide and as long as you can. And then go ahead and switch out, bringing the right arm extended nice and long to the right side and left arm underneath, pulling across the chest. And again, extending those fingertips nice and wide and lengthen and reach. And slowly relax down. And take a couple deep breaths, roll the shoulders back. And forward. And scoop the palms up towards the ceiling, nice and high, and reach, stretch, elongate. And relax. Exhale the arms down, palms facing down to the floor. Take a deep breath in, scoop the hands up towards the ceiling. And exhale, release down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And bring the palms together and slowly bring the hands to heart center. And take a couple deep breaths. Then go ahead and press the right palm out in front of you and take the left hand and pull those right fingertips back for a little bit of a stretch on your forearm. Pull the fingertips down. And then the other palm, go ahead and push those fingertips back. And then point the fingertips down. And release. And go ahead and shake out those wrists at the bottom. Like if you're letting the fingertips air dry. And then go ahead and rotate the palms facing away from you, fingertips spread nice and wide. And we're going to do a little bit of circles with our arms. Nice, slow up and down. Rolling forward and then backward. And then bringing the hands down, letting the right hand wrist on the floor, and then elevating, reaching that left arm up and over. And exhale, release the left hand down to the floor. Big inhale, reaching the arm upright. And exhale, release the arms down. And then go ahead and put your feet stacked one on top of the other. I'm putting my left foot down on the bottom, right foot on top. And take a few deep breaths. Lengthen the spine once again. And if you need to reground your sits bones, feel free to do so. And then gently placing the hands on top of the knees, we're going to rotate about our pelvis and our hips. So keeping a nice flat back, you're slowly going to maneuver your body in a nice big circle all around, trying to maintain connectivity with your tailbone and the floor. And then if you do find a point that's kind of sticky, not moving as fluidly, feel free to take a pause, take a breather, take 3 to 5 nice big breaths, and just give your body some time to reset and relax and release. And then continue on in your circle. And again, this isn't necessarily a fast movement. And our goal here is mobility and inviting in space into our body. And then go ahead and switch to the other direction. Go ahead and switch your legs crossing, so the right foot on the bottom, left foot on top. And again, if you need to reconfigure, feel free to do so. And same drill, we're just going to go the opposite directions, or opposite feet, I should say. And then you might notice that one side might be a little bit more stiff, a little bit tighter than the other, and that's totally normal. We just work to focus on making them more equal and not passing judgment, but just taking notation. And then if you are a person with CF, one thing that might be of awareness in this movement is that you're kind of inverting yourself. So if you are having a little bit of hemoptysis currently, maybe not allowing your body to go fully down toward the floor. So maybe doing smaller circles upright. So keeping your body extended upright like that instead of bringing the head all the way down. Then go ahead and return back to neutral position. And then find a place on your mat. I'm going to sit to the side so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to slowly place my hands right past my shoulders in the back. And then I'm going to go ahead and breathe my spine into the floor, rounding out my spine and back. And then taking a big inhale, lifting the chest up towards the ceiling. And exhale around the spine into the floor. Inhale, chest up. And then just let your breath be the guide of pacing. And go ahead and sit on up, feet planted firmly on the floor, knees bent up. And if you need to find and reground your tailbone or your sits bone, feel free to do so. And then wrapping those hands right and around on top of the shin on the outside of the knee. And slowly release and C-shape the spine. Tucking the chin towards the chest. And then taking a deep breath in, bringing the chest upright and forward, shoulder blades trying to touch in the back. And exhale, round out the spine. And you should be feeling just a little bit of tension and pull into the shoulders, especially as you reach the belly into the C shape. And go ahead and relax and place your feet palms together towards each other in the center and letting the knees splay out, fall out to the side. as close to the floor as possible. And you can reach your body forward. And if you need to, you can use a yoga block here. So you can place it in between your feet if you can't quite touch your feet together, or you can place your feet a little bit more forward of you. Again, just kind of what works for you, what your body's feeling today. And if you'd like, you can grab with your index finger and your thumb around your toes, and grab into and hold, and then lower the chest down. And as you're here, you can feel some tension in your hips, especially inner groin area. Just taking a few deep breaths, and as you exhale, visualize that breath going into that space, letting it release and open. Go ahead and bring the chest up and forward if you were able to do so. And this one, again, depending on where your body's at today, feel free to take whatever modifications that you would like. So we're going to put our hands onto either side on our knee and pushing our knees down a little bit further as is comfortable. And when you do this, we're going to push our right shoulder forward and look to the left. And then returning back to center, and then pushing our left foot or left shoulder forward and looking to the right, and coming back to center, and then alternating nice slow movements side to side, really focusing on twisting our upper body as we do so. And slowly invert your feet upright again. So palms of your toes facing on the floor, knees bent up. And then go ahead and bring the hands to the inner side of the knee and then around, grabbing onto the shin, and then cross your toes in front. If you need a yoga block to balance your feet onto, and we're going to balance on the tailbone, seated upright. Take a deep breath in, and then slowly curve your spine into that C-shaped position and balance, and hold, tucking the chin towards the chest. And slowly returning back to easy pose in neutral, letting the palms rest on top of the knees, palms facing up towards the ceiling, and taking a few nice deep breaths. As you inhale, elevating, growing the spine, and as you exhale, lowering the shoulders away from the ears. And then coming into tabletop position, hands at the top edge of your mat, and then kicking the feet back into plank and holding. And then if you need to go down to your knees, that's totally fine. Crossing the knees or letting the knees hit the floor, crossing at the ankles, just maintaining those hips forward to engage your core. And slowly come on down onto the knees, and then we're going to slide the hips back into child's pose, letting the arms fall forward. And slowly come back, and we're going to do plank 2 more times. And again, use whatever modification you need and what's right for your body today. So if you'd like to join me into plank, and slowly come down to your knees. And again, sit the hips back into child's pose, letting the arms fall forward. Come back up to plank again one last time. And slowly come down to knees. Take a deep breath in, exhale into child's pose. Come up into tabletop and let the knees come out to the side. And then slowly, we're going to shift our hips back into frog pose. So kind of like child's pose, where we're getting a little bit more hip opening. And again, you can use the yoga block to help modify and support. So placing it in the back underneath your sacrum so that you have a little bit more support. Or you can place it for your hands to rest upon. And just let your body easily gradually sit back. And the key here is to open up the hips nice and wide. And then as you go along, if you'd like to extend the knees out a little bit wider, get a little bit more of an inner groin stretch, feel free to do so. Slowly come up onto the hands and release your body out. And then into tabletop position and just letting the hips sag from side to side. You can do as much or as little as you want. Go ahead and come back into easy pose for just a moment, and then I'll show you forward facing so you can see. Placing the hands behind your shoulders, fingertips pointing out to the sides, and then slowly supporting. And then with your feet together, go ahead and shift in windshield wiper the knees from left to right. And then go ahead and spread the feet wide and get a little bit more space in between. And again, windshield wiper the legs left to right. Come back into easy pose. And let your body normalize a little bit. Find the rooting again. Inhale, grow and lengthen the spine. And let some of that breath flow easy through the chest. Go ahead and turn about your spine, looking over that left shoulder, using the right hand as leverage against that left knee to help support and twist. And then reach over to the other side. And then we're going to switch over to the left side again. And over the right side. And slowly, we're going to prepare our body to come all the way down onto the mat. So leaving enough space for your arms to be nice and wide at your side. So rolling down one vertebrae at a time. And then letting your arms flow out to the sides. Knees bent up towards the ceiling. And slowly shift the knees over to the left side and look to the right for a spinal twist. Then switch to the other side, bringing the knees over to the right, looking to the left. And slowly bringing the body upright, knees upright at least. And then 1 foot at a time, extending the legs down toward the edge of the mat. And finding a good, comfortable resting place for your arms, palms facing up towards the ceiling. And moving and adjusting your body to fill any void and empty space between the mat and your body. And as you breathe deeply in through your nose and exhale through your mouth, with each exhalation, feeling your body sink heavier into the floor. Slowly deepen your breath, begin to awaken your body, perhaps making movement possible in your feet and your hands, twisting your head from side to side. And on your next deep breath, shifting over to one side of the body and using your head or your arms as a pillow to support your head. Coming seated upright at your ready. Burning hands to heart center. And I want to thank you for joining in practice today and sharing your energy and giving yourself self care, love, and support through your body, and hoping that it serves you throughout the rest of your week. And hopefully, we look forward to seeing you here on CF Yogi again and again. Thank you so much for supporting and joining us here on our fight for cystic fibrosis. Namaste.